Why Buddhists don't believe in God. Explained in detail. Have you ever wondered why Buddhism, one of the world's oldest religions, doesn't focus on a god? While most major religions revolve around a divine creator, like Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism, Buddhism takes a completely different approach. But why? Did Buddha reject the idea of God? What do Buddhists believe about creation, morality, and the afterlife? And if there's no God, what guides their spiritual journey? Stay with me as we explore why Buddhists don't believe in God, explained in detail. 1. Who was Buddha? The origins of Buddhism. To understand why Buddhists don't believe in God, we need to start with the story of Siddhartha Gautama, the man who became the Buddha. Siddhartha was born into a royal family in modern-day Nepal around 563 BCE. His father, a king, wanted to protect him from suffering, so he grew up surrounded by luxury. But everything changed when Siddhartha saw 4 sights. 1. An old man, showing him that aging is inevitable. 2. A sick man, revealing that suffering exists in all lives. 3. A dead body, proving that life is temporary. 4th, a wandering monk, inspiring him to seek wisdom. Siddhartha realized that wealth and power couldn't prevent suffering and death. He left his palace, abandoned his royal life, and started searching for truth and enlightenment. After years of meditation and self-discipline, he attained Nirvana, a state of complete wisdom and liberation from suffering. From then on, he became known as the Buddha, meaning the Enlightened One. But what did he teach about God? 2. Did Buddha believe in God? Unlike many spiritual leaders, Buddha never preached about a supreme creator God. Instead, he focused on self-discovery, inner peace, and personal enlightenment. Here's what we know about his views on God. A. Buddha was silent on God. Buddha never denied the existence of gods, but he also never confirmed them. When people asked him about a creator, he either stayed silent or redirected the conversation. He believed that debating about God was not useful for ending suffering. Instead, he focused on practical wisdom, how to live a meaningful life. B. The parable of the poisoned arrow. Buddha once told a famous story. Imagine a man is shot by a poisoned arrow. Instead of asking, "Who shot me?" What kind of wood is this arrow made from? Zrenya. The man should focus on removing the arrow and healing himself. In the same way, Buddha believed that discussing God's existence was like wasting time instead of addressing the real issue, suffering and how to end it. 3. The Buddhist view on creation and the universe. If there's no God, then where did everything come from? Buddhism teaches that the universe was not created by a divine being. Instead, it follows a cycle of birth, existence, and destruction, a process known as samsara. Here's how Buddhism explains the universe. No beginning, no end. Unlike religions that believe in a first creator, Buddhism suggests that the universe has always existed in some form. Pendant origination. Everything happens because of cause and effect. There's no divine plan, just natural laws guiding reality. Karma and rebirth. Actions, karma, shape the next life. Instead of heaven or hell, beings are reborn based on their past deeds. This means that there's no need for a god to create or control life. Everything follows a natural cycle. 4th, morality. Without God. How do Buddhists define right and wrong? Many religions believe that morality comes from God. But in Buddhism, morality isn't based on divine rules. It's based on wisdom and compassion. Buddhists follow the 5 precepts, which are ethical guidelines, not commandments. 1. No killing, respect all life. 2. No stealing. Be honest and fair. 3. No lying, speak truthfully and kindly. 4. No sexual misconduct. Respect relationships. 5. No intoxicants, avoid things that cloud judgment. These principles are followed not because a god commands them, but because they lead to a peaceful and meaningful life. In Buddhist stories, there are devas, heavenly beings, who live in higher realms. But unlike the Christian or Islamic god, these devas are not eternal, not all-powerful, and not creators. They are just part of the cycle of existence and will eventually be reborn like humans. B. Worship in different Buddhist traditions. Theravada. Buddhism, mainly in Sri Lanka, Thailand, Myanmar, focuses on self-discipline and meditation rather than gods. Mahayana Buddhism, China, Japan, Korea, includes figures like Bodhisattva, enlightened beings who help others. Tibetan Buddhism has spiritual figures like the Dalai Lama, but he is not seen as a god. So, while Buddhism has gods, they are not worshipped as supreme beings. 6. If there's no God, what is the purpose of life? In many religions, the purpose of life is to serve God, reach heaven, or fulfill divine will. But in Buddhism, the goal is different. Buddhism teaches that life is filled with suffering, dukkha, caused by desires and attachments. The solution? Following the Eightfold Path to reach Nirvana, a state beyond suffering. The Eightfold Path, the Buddhist way of life. 1. Right view. Understand life's true nature. 2. Right intention. Think with kindness and wisdom. 3. Right speech. Speak truthfully and compassionately. 4. Right action. Live ethically. 5. Right livelihood. Work in a way that doesn't harm others. 6. Right effort. Stay positive and focused. 7. Right mindfulness. Be aware of your thoughts and actions. 8. Right concentration. Practice meditation. Instead of pleasing a god, Buddhists focus on self-improvement and inner peace. Conclusion. What can we learn from Buddhist beliefs? So, why don't Buddhists believe in God? Buddha never spoke of a creator god because he focused on practical wisdom. The universe is eternal and follows natural laws, without needing a divine creator. Morality comes from compassion and wisdom, not commandments. Buddhism teaches that true happiness comes from within, not from worshiping a deity. But here's a question for you. Do you think a religion can work without a god? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about history, philosophy, and religion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our next upload. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.